So boys, if you want my Fibonacci settings.
So if I want to risk $20 over 40 pips, right? There's one thing you can take away from what the fuck I'm saying right now is, look, day 3 of trading London session. Boys, this is probably the most, honestly, these videos, the London session videos are so valuable. Like, I'm learning so much more in these London sessions rather than the fucking Mambo sessions because I'm like really having to dive in deep. But boys, watch this video through. But after the trade, watch what I talk about because that's where the real fucking sauce is. And that's where it's like, if you're going to take anything away, please watch the rest of the video. The trade's cool, yeah, but listen to what I talk about at the end. Yo.
All this we're overbought, so to be fair, sells would be very, very nice, can't lie. Oh, there we go. Now we're in business, boys. You like that, eh? Look at that wick. I can't lie though. Part of me just like, do I just place this here? Because we could come down below this and then we just get wicked out and go, pfft. Do you know what I mean? I may even just wait to be safe. Let's check the 15. Let's check the 15. There's a strong wick on the 15 now. I can't lie, I might have to. I'd just risk it. See, now it's bouncing off of the area. Ah, you see, there we go. See how it's bouncing off of this area I was just saying on TradingView. This is what I mean, boys. So glad I didn't enter that. So glad I didn't enter that. Okay, cool. So my entry for this now is here. Do it off of this support. And we're going to let it do a little bit of distance. I was super cautious this morning. But I'm going to make stops potentially. No, yeah, that's fine. See how it moves. FRA40 is not yet broke. UK 100. Right, it's breaking now. Let's see what happens. She's going. It's going. We get one more push. Right, we're in. Order. There we go. Boom. And we're in, boys. Right. On 15. 5 minutes open green. Blue. FRA40. FRA40 is going now. Again, FRA40 has been performing a lot better than UK 100 the past few days. Oh, there we go. So, boys, if you want my Fibonacci settings, this is what tells you 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 4, 5, and all that shit. They're in my description, so feel free to grab them. But yeah, get these in my description, boys. Feel free to use them. And with these small accounts, you just need to let them run a little bit. That's my ideology behind it. If I really want to do some mad shit, you know what I mean? Just needs to keep running a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to put stops to break even. For sure. Oh, beautiful. There's our 1 to 2. Oh, there we go. It's broken through. So stops are now at break even. With a small account because I want it to just fly. What I want it to do is I want it to come down to this 3 and I want to start trailing from 2. So I know I've locked in 2R. That's what I want to do. And I can slowly trail it behind. But the last thing that I want to do is get greedy in it for it to reverse, you know what I mean? It's the last thing we want. By the way, broker, I'm using liquid brokers. This shit's clean. This shit's so clean. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, there we go, there we go. Come on, carry on. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Oh my gosh, target 3. Target 3. Right, you know what, boys? Out of this trade. Ooh, there we go, 1 to 3. Easy. That was a beautiful trade, that. That's how you fucking do it, man.
Alright, yo, boys, so here's the P&L from this week's trades, every single trade. And I really want to speak to you about something that's really, really, really important. And that's something that's like shifting my entire mindset so much this week. And what it is Stop focusing on the money. Focus on the system. Now, let me explain. So when you watch, if you have been watching since day one, when I first started trading these first 1, 2, 3 days, right, I was just pissing around. I didn't really know my lot size. I didn't really know what I was kind of just playing around. There was no like system involved. There was no rules set. It was just like, oh, I'll take a trade, and if I win, I win. If I do, you know what I mean? And it was only until on Wednesday when I took this fat L and I took 3 L's in a row and I lost $30. I was like, shit, right, I need to put something in place. I need to stick to a plan. And so the plan is I was going to come in and I was going to start risking $10. Now, the issue with me risking $10 is it requires a certain amount of money in my account. Man, my fucking phone died, so here we go. Basically, what that is, so I made this sheet the other day, right? I made the plan and I made the plan and I told you guys how many lot sizes I was going to have, because I made a scaling plan, and my plan was until I get to $200, I'll start risking 20 instead of 10, right? And every time I double the account, we're going to change the amount of risk, right? So if you've seen this, okay, cool. But the issue is, right? The issue is if I'm planning to do a 40 pip stop loss every single day on UK 100, that requires 0.2 lots. I don't have enough money in the account to be able to do it. And look, here's the bit I want you to pay attention to more than anything. You see all this shit here, right? Okay, cool. Nice one. So now I've shown you this. My plan was to use 40 pips, 0.2 lots. I don't have enough money, and I'll tell you what I mean. So when trading, we use leverage, and it requires a certain amount of margin, right? So with liquid brokers, it has a 1 to 500 leverage, which requires me a 0.2 lots on UK 100. I would need $124 in my account to take that trade, right? Which I don't have. So what you've seen me doing is using a 0.13, meaning every trade I've been using $7 risk. So for 40 pips, I'm risking $7. Hence why today when I hit a 1 to 3, it ended up being around $21, right? 7, 14, 21. Simple. Fucking not hard, right? But what I'm saying is I never understood this shit, right? I never really paid enough attention to it because I never had to, because on funded accounts, it wasn't something I would pay enough detail to. But now, for the first time, because I'm using such a small account, I really have to know my numbers to the fucking dot. And what I'm trying to do and move forward with doing is if I can stick to a plan where every single day, right, it's full screen, where every single day I come in and I can do the same thing over and over, it's going to make trading a lot easier, right? Because then I'm going to have a system. So look, here's a system, right? So instead of this, it's going to be this, right? 1, 3 lots. And also, I'm going to have to go back to my scaling plan and switch this up. Because when I get to $200 and I said I was going to risk 20, I'm going to have the issue there of, look, so here's my risk, this number that's going up here. So if I want to risk $20 over 40 pips, right, $229 in my account. So when I get to $200, I can't even risk $20. I physically can't do it. There's not enough leverage. There's not enough margin in the account. And I need you guys to understand this. But this is a good thing, because moving forward, I'm not going to continue looking at and worrying about the money being made. I'm worrying about the system that's being created. And if I'm following my rules every day, I'm following the system that I've made. Hence why I put rules here, right? So rules being, okay, cool, 40 pips. I'm not changing it. Every day you boys should be seeing me put 0.13 lots in. If I don't, I've not followed my rules, right? 40, and it should be a 40 pip stop loss every single day, right? Which has been for the past 2, because this is when I've really implemented this and put this in plan ever since I took this out. I hope this is making sense, because this is like really fucking key for me. And I believe if I move forward into next week, this will be a very good testament of this system that I'm about to set up. I'll speak about the rules in the next video next week on Monday, right? What I'm going to do, what the plan is. But essentially, quick overview, every single day, I'm trading UK 100. I'm not going to be looking at France 4. I'm not going to be looking at gold. I might look at them, but I'm not trading them. UK 100 every single day, right? For next week, I'm going to be using a 40 pip stop every single trade. I'm also going to be using 0.13 lots, because that's what's required to risk $7, which is just what I can do right now. And until I've doubled the account and I'm at 200, I'll bump that up. But I need to go back. This is why I'll speak about this on Monday, because over the weekend, I'll work everything out. Over the weekend, I'm going to have to adjust my scaling plan. Now, I could just go find a broker that has 1 to 500, 1 to 1,000 leverage, or 1 to 2,000, all that shit. But I'm used to liquid brokers. I know how it works. I don't want to change anything. And the thing is, I'm not here right now to make money. This is what I'm trying to drill into. If there's one thing I can take, if there's one thing you can take away from what the fuck I'm saying right now, is look, I'm not here to try and make dough right now. I'm here to use a system, follow a system, discipline every single day. And because of probabilities of it being a winning strategy, whether I win or lose on the day, I'll be green for the week or the month. Because one, our wins are going to be bigger than our losses, and our losses are not going to be as often as our wins. And that's what I'm trying to drill through your head. And also, this will start to remove the emotion side, because I know if I just follow the same system every day, that's proven, right? Proven to work. Like, there's no need for me to be upset or fucking worried if I'm going to lose or not, because I'll just come in tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. And because of probabilities, like I've just mentioned, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, it don't matter. We've won. We're green. But only if we follow the system correctly, right? That's it. Obviously, there's other factors that do go into it. Market experience and like candle behavior and all this shit. But very simply put, 40 pip stop loss, right? Every single day. Nothing changes. We're going to go for, as soon as it hits a 1-to-1. So I've made my own custom Fibonacci's, right? So I don't use Mamba's no more. I use my own custom one. This is a 1-to-1, 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 4, 5. Makes more sense to me, so I prefer it, right? Mamba has a lot of other fucking levels. Go check that shit, it's in my description. But anyway, 1-to-1. As soon as we're hitting a 1-to-1, right? Let's use this green line. Green line, okay, entry, boom. Going up. Okay, it's at the 1-to-1. Right. As soon as it passes this 1-to-1, stops, and now on. Break even. Depending on volume, if it's weak volume, it may go to a 0.5. This is where market experience comes in. But more time, it's going to be somewhere around break even, right? And now, as soon as it gets to a 2R, I'm either going to be taking profit. There's three things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to have to pay attention to at this point. Pay attention to the previous support of previous days. As in today, I mean, you look at yesterday, this is on a US 30 trade, right? When I trade in New York. Pay attention to this. This is a strong support. If my 2R is around there, I'm not going to try and trail it. I'm going to be fucking gone. I'm going to be out. But like on UK 100 today, we were so overbought. It's like today was okay to trail it. I could have even trailed it even further, but I didn't want to be greedy, and I was already at 1-to-3 hour, which is tidy. It's nice. Can walk away with a 1-to-3 hour every day, be fucking balling. But you get what I'm saying. I hope that this is making sense, because it's the system we're looking at. We're not looking at the money. We're looking at system. But using money, we're using real psychology. So I'm not being able to like fuck around as much as if I was in a demo, which is so fucking sick, which has made me implement these rules in the first place. Hence why moving forward, I'm going to be really sticking to a system for the first time ever when trading. And if this works out and it plays, okay, we're playing with $100. But if the system works, we then play with $1,000. We then play with $10,000. We do the same thing with $10,000 to $100,000. But it don't fucking matter what amount is. Once the system is proven, once it's consistent, it don't matter what the money amount is, it's fucking game over, boys. That's what I'm basically trying to get at. That's it. It's just sticking to the strategy, consistent every day, doing the same thing. If it works, it fucking works, and we're chilling. Like, that's it. All that has to be required at this point is fucking sticking to the plan and keeping control of what the fuck's inside here. That's it. Hope that makes sense, boys. And yeah, if you might have had a shit week, it's been a shit week for New York session, especially. This week's been chilling. I mean, on Tuesday here, this was a 1-to-4. Brother, you're mad. Anyway, missed it. But I'm glad I took this L. This L here, honestly, such a learning curve. Such a learning curve. It's had me implement a system and a plan, which I've never had before. So, very grateful for this loss. This is why I say to you, man, analyze your losses. Don't just lose and fucking get in a fuss about it. Analyze why you lost and implement something to change. That's what I've done. So next week, when you're going to see me trade this session, next week London, bro, everything I've just told you will be a testament of next week, because I'm going to implement it. And if I can really stick to the plan that I've just fucking told you guys for the past 10 minutes, bro, we're chilling. We're fucking nice. But yeah, boys, besides that, sub the fuck up. See you next week, Monday. Yeah, another day, another fucking dollar. Come on.